Welcome to the Sawtooths, our favorite mountain range in central Idaho, with the Salmon River running through the small town of Stanley. Known for endless recreation, beautiful alpine lakes, and world-class natural hot springs. This was our second time visiting the Sawtooths. We'd been here the previous summer for a dirt bike ride, but didn't feel like we got the full experience, so we had to come back. A group of California dirt bike friends joined us in the Sawtooths for a week of camping, riding, and boating.
Better late than never.
The guys rode gnarly single track and 100-mile days, despite some questionable weather, but views here are endless, and the trails in Idaho are just epic. With all the different places we travel all the time, Blake is becoming known as quite the trail expert, but also dragging the guys through some pretty gnarly trails.
Look at that. Check it out. Does a bear shit in the woods?
No, but I can't move too much because this thing's not bolted to the ground. It might go back down the hill. Whoa, bro!
Look at that shit.
Thanks for the toilet paper.
When they'd ridden enough, we had a lake day and took these guys for their first ride in the Mini.
I love how much you lead, dude. I freaking love it, dude. He's the most active co-pilot I've ever had. I love it. Dude, hold that boat tight, Daryl. Let's do a little 360. Here we go. Oh my God.
And it's not the full jet boat experience if you don't end up pushing the boat. Kayaks, horsepower, some hot dogs. What more do you need? Their visit kicked off a whole month of visitors and caravanning with friends. Let me introduce you to our next neighbors and new nomad friends, Jake and Nicole of Living Tiny with a Wolf. Outdoor lovers and full-timers just like us, they can tell you all about Living Tiny and the previous cargo trailer they converted. And to explain their Instagram handle, they have a 3-year-old wolf hybrid pup, Cruz. He's 57% gray wolf.
Oh my gosh, his jumps are so funny.
They have 2 other pups to complete their wolf pack, Bella the Husky and Gunner, who just wants to chase rocks. We camped with these 2 and a third nomad friend, Ian, for about 3 weeks together in the Sawtooths. We had family dinners together in their new travel trailer, but the real reason we wanted to meet up was because Jake and Nicole just got dirt bikes. We had all planned to be in the Sawtooths at the same time and couldn't resist meeting up and bonding over our shared lifestyle and hobbies and turning Instagram friends into real-life friends. We rode out to this waterfall, even though it was a treacherous hike down to the falls in dirt bike boots. We enjoyed walking their dogs with them around the alpine lakes. After a week, we moved campsites to a new spot for a change of scenery. This was one of my favorite days in the Sawtooths. There's nothing better than a lake day with all your friends.
We don't want to puncture you with our sticks.
These guys were genius and tied their boats together to be more stable for the dogs.
Captain Cruz.
And the party barge successfully meant that no one got dunked that day. It was a perfect alpine lake for floating in our Tocopelli pack rafts. They pack down so light and inflate in 1 minute, so they are so easy to get out for any adventure. We even stole Bella to see what it would be like to kayak with a dog, and she handed up for the can. You can't go to Stanley without visiting at least one natural hot spring. You'll find them all along the Salmon River.
are. Met Dean along the way. 9,900 feet.
One of my favorite rides was to a fire tower at 9,900 feet, but the trail getting there was no joke. The last mile was just switchbacks full of boulders that Blake had to help me ride, and I even had to just walk the last 100 yards. It had been smoky in the Sawtooths ever since we arrived, but the views up here were still incredible. And we even met a friend at the top who had been watching my struggle from above and cheering us on. And since I always joke that we'll be your friends with a boat if you be our friends with a dog, it was time to uphold our end of the bargain and give our new friends their first mini jet boat experience. We motored, we relaxed, we danced on the boat for no reason. It was a perfect day with friends. We had so much fun camping with friends for 3 weeks, a nice change from normally camping by ourselves. But we were sad to say goodbye as we had to head to another part of the state for a job we'd picked up. Our last night in the Sawtooths, we went for our favorite grass-fed burgers at the Smiley Creek Lodge.
It's a good looking burger. What do you think? Tasty?
Wolf approved. You have to stop there if you're headed this way. Tune in next episode. We're headed to the deepest river gorge in North America. And no, that's not the Grand Canyon.